Ad Astra Ab. Ad Astra Ab.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
Have some new items in.
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate, and the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Oh, Paimon knows this one. Ahem. There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries, but neither has emerged as the clear winner. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Lioli Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face to face with the Shinyue Kiosk, which is the flagship restaurant of the Yue style. Don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
Welcome to the Northland Bank.
Well, if I take...
Aha, you made it. As promised, I have found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's
So, where is he? In Liyue?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liyue custom.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui. Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Indeed, it is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhong Li because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhong Li has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. Archons go by many names. The god of contracts, the god of commerce, the god of war, Morax, Rex Lapis. Is the idea that he also has the title of Adeptus, so as you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is... In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this...
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo-Archon's last rites?
A wise decision. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the seven.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
All right, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue? I see. So you're that sort of person. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3007. Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuvering Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral parlor's connections.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent.
Wow!
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just...
Betting? No, we're here for...
Noctilucous Jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have... What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such...
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you use, but how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Very good. It seems you have learned...
What do you think, Mr. Zhongli? How should we pick from these pieces of Noctilucous...
Oh? You want me to decide? That is, if it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again! Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the more if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I...
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
What?
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What? So loaded that he doesn't even bother hunting for a...
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using if you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated!
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it in...
Priceless, huh? Paimon's just said that we might never be able to use it again. We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? Not buying? Come now, my good friends. We can still discuss this. Negotiation is key to trade, wouldn't you say? How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Oh, you flattered me, but I have to be gentle with these rocks. They are my pride and joy. If I'd taken off even a bit more, it would have killed me.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be...
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade...
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. You mean at Wanmin Restaurant? As long as we do it when she's not in.
That would not do. It is a place where people come and go. They would be endangered if the elemental reaction were to get out.
Oh, Paimon remembers? We once saw this big pot down at the Data Upa Gorge in the camp of the hilly churls from the Meaty tribe. It's real sturdy and should be able to take... Now, let's pack those...
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far...
That's the pot! It looks like the hilly trolls are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line. There's still soup in here. These hilly trolls sure have big appetites. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and... We're ready to go! Paimon will help remember which one of the three is which. Use Pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is, so pay close attention. Whoa! That light came from the first Noctilucous Jade! Hilly trolls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors! Let's take care of them and continue again after.
Disappear!
Let's dance! Come on, we can do it! That light came from the second Noctilucous Jade, didn't it? Hilly trolls, they don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food. Let's Let the show begin! Oh, that's bright! Toot Lucas jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
Huh? No, it wasn't that one. Paimon remembers that it wasn't very bright. Think a bit harder. Huh? No, it wasn't that one. Think a bit harder. Exactly! That's the one Paimon remembers too!
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need this much top-quality Noctilucous jade for?
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. This means that Rex Lapis really is... Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always been under his protection. It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, all things must...
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
In the safe hands of the Liyue Qixing and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liyue will continue to prosper.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away...
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucous jade back.
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that too. Let me see. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora. My apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, wait! Didn't Child give us some advanced fund? That's a relief. Have a look.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite enough.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
I will do my best.
I'll protect us!
secret of Geo protect you.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of...
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for the rite. The Liu Qixing have agreed to this arrangement.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get... Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millilith soldiers have come to... Also, the...
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was this Exuvia hidden away by the Qixing? I mean, we haven't even figured out who the murderer...
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. These things are for... Before the rite...
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Teyvat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits more. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhang?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available. Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while is not unacceptable. In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their remit. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in...
Perfumes? Where'll we get those? Do we...
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often...
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society again.
We shall not speak of the detail.
Can't beat the atmosphere here in Liyue.
Hey, boss, do you sell silk flowers here?
Silk flowers? We certainly do.
Which kind?
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always coming in here with your stupid...
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each to start with, if you don't mind.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. Now then, please peruse at your leisure.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, just look at the abundant foliage here, and these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain, by contrast, Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Silk flowers have all but disappeared.
Wow! A true connoisseur. Most of that was news even to me.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner of the world.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower?
I'll take them all, boss.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. The same logic, but this silk flower purchase is not an analogous case. Perhaps you don't know. Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, but this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the 7 in 3,700 years. As such, I do think we should honor tradition down to the last detail in this case. Now that's settled, a question.
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo himself?
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? I heard the awful news about what happened at this year's... It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. I'm worried. Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge. Just don't forget to pass on my regards.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support.
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that your generosity has saved our
skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's the least I could do.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances...
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk.
So this time we get to go around town looking...
I will wait for you near the Statue of the Seven. Meet me there when...
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan! She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
I can't believe the well got polluted.
I just like to make... Lan, we need to ask you for a...
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
Wow. Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume to you? I think you're underestimating the kind of person...
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lan. What's your secret if...
Now that you mention it, yes, there is some... Oh, it must be from the Genshin flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lan's got a soft spot for wild...
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Chi-Ming.
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty... Thanks, Lan.
Anfeng's Ironmongers. Here to...
Hello. How may...
We've come to ask you a question.
Sorry, you caught me off guard. Most people aren't so direct. I think we need more time to get to know each other.
We just wanted to know what perfume you normally use.
Oh, well, I don't actually use it. That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a—
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar's homemade perfume?
Yingar? Oh, as in scent of spring?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her—
Great! This is just the intel we need. Finally!
Well, hello. You found me at last. I've been waiting for you.
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet in the future if you don't want word to get around. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like? 3 in one go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition? Is that it? Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you'd need 3
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes, "O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered in the spring, for come winter, even thy sturdiest—"
That went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, so, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume? You mean Wanmin Restaurant? Good choice.
Not yet.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now. Are you ready to please me?
What did you say?
I meant make me proud. As my assistant, while I'm setting up, you can go and fetch...
Listen.
Try something new at the Wanmin Restaurant.
Leo's really got a lot going for
Ugh.
it.
Liyue people must have iron stomachs.
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
This water will do nicely. Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the... You need to keep your wrist firm, so your hand... Now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Ooh, you're a natural. Now take these and try it out on your own using a nearby crafting bench. Don't forget to do all three. They look visually identical.
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
Really got a lot to stand for.
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. On to the next stage, the most important. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until most of the water has boiled. You must take care to control the heat during this process if the temperature goes too high. So please focus on controlling. Don't waste a drop. All three perfumes are ready, and you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger. The second one is for those with more refined tastes. The first choice. Finally, the third one has all clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood. Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help. I'll leave you with some parting words. One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously. Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while.
Let me tell you how.
Mr. Zhang, did we take too long? You were just...
Oh, you're back. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief...
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well...
3 sets, and not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet. This is the second kind. It's got... The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually...
Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form, and... Let's hope the Chising can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond
So...
Next, I would like the two of you to help.
Cleansing bell?
At present.
Sure, but aren't you going to come...
I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person.
Man, why's he gotta be so secretive this time?
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire?
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed if they heard beautiful, but...
So that means...
Yes. This harbor is like a... Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown... Borrow something? Apart from that, But it was not originally mine. He could not dissuade... It has been... Still... Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things.
What a weird thing to be proud of.
All right, children. There is no need to worry. I didn't place the bell very far away.
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but...
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot?
How does that work?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot and...
This Granny's so weird. What does she mean her whole household?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice! So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
kids!
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus? I'm more and more convinced that she's an adeptus. But don't they all live in Julian Karst? Why would she stay in the city?
Let's dance!
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry. Windblade!
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me... All right, that'll do. Come on out now, children. Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick. An adeptus. Oh, I haven't heard anyone say those as to whether I am one or not, child. Surely you already understand.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean. Don't you think it's weird? Something...
Oh, don't be silly, but no mat to cry. Now that... So? What? Oh? Well, we haven't met in a... Well... Oh, and that...
We will. Thanks.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. Of course. How would I know that the bell was with her otherwise?
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to if you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old...
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase...
Ooh, Paimon loves kites! Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our...
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action...
Oh, sure.
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for.
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays. In the early days,
Well, this is Mr. Zhang. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well. But he likes talking about less useful topics instead.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things. Finely crafted.
Indeed. These are decorations.
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when doing the insignia. As for the...
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before. Huh?
The design of this kite displays these marking justice flows. Well then, Granny Shan, I shall take these back with me.
Well, allow me.
Hey, it's Child!
No way. I was just passing through. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet. He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something, or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, the rite of parting
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean. Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commissions, but I don't do anything clerical.
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains.
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer. Never.
A most fair price.
A pleasure doing business with you.
Tasty chop suey!
A full day of odd jobs at Yujing Terrace.
Whoa, that's expensive. Could you give us a bit of a discount?
Hero of Mondstadt?
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus, I will simply pay the whole sum.
Hey, that's a good price. Anyone would work for this.
Oh, help? Sure. So what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements over at you.
No problem. That'll be 20.
Done.
This is all you got? Child? No. He's putting up the money? Oh, still no. How about this? Let's make a trade. I'll take what you're offering right now, get me a single Genshin flower, and I'll consider that payment for a detour to find this child fellow. How does that
Guess we've got no choice.
Have you brought the goods? Hey, that's pretty good. These things are pretty rare, and I have no... With this Genshin flower,
A toast to our success. Made another handsome sum today.
All finished then?
You think you can buy us? What info do you need? Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after? Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. I don't know, just what is this about? The atmosphere got so tense.
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo. Is everything okay?
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
A toast to our success.
Oh, this is a clear fire hazard.
The receptionist just... Hello?
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Huh? Did you hear that?
The reception, it seems.
How about you go check it out?
But no cure for heartache.
Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the counter. Ah, Paimon thinks you might be right.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. I am Chi-Chi. Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now,
Something like this would be unimaginable.
Hello, little girl. Do you sell everlasting...
excuse me, sir. Did you bring your prescription?
Surely no prescription is needed to purchase everlasting incense.
Chi-Chi can get your medicine, but only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription.
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie issues her, "My dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring..."
Okay then.
How did you manage that?
But Chi-Chi helps you.
Since when do customers need to do favors?
Never mind. Just think of it as a...
Go to Mount Tianheng. Find the Guizhong Ballista.
Guizhong Ballista. It's a kind of crossbow turret, located in Tianheng Pass.
Mr. Zhang Li really knows.
Apparently not quite.
The Coco Goat is a legendary animal.
Did you want to add?
No, just that the what it looks like. Don't know.
Very well then. Let's start by...
What the? It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took him, but how did... Aw, what?
After millennia of
So what are we gonna do?
You almost make... That said, as I recall, if we can retrieve the
So, what you're...
I have a smattering of knowledge on the topic. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Where is that supply post? Here, post... Let the show begin!
These parts look useful. One moment. It is done. The Guizhong Ballista...
Ooh!
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a scope.
Over here we have... nothing. And over there...
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing? So you fixed up this turret because you're planning to do what, exactly?
Not a turret. A Guizhong Ballista. Also, kindly state your name before you ask a question.
Are you blind or something? You're looking at the leader of... This area's supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures, but you can't get anywhere near them with this thing keeping watch. It might look like last time we approached the mountain, it nearly skewered one of our guys. A few of us risked our lot. The next thing...
Tut tut. Vandalizing the legacy of an adeptus for selfish gain. It is not we who need reprimanding.
Another test. That thing cry. A little taste.
Disappear!
That tingle.
Dodge this!
Taste of my hammer. Jab and cross. You're open.
This one will be frozen to freeze!
You're open. I messed up. You're open. Should. You're open. You're open. You're open.
Dodge this!
You're open.
Let's dance!
You're open. Dodge this. You're open.
These lowlifes didn't know who.
Troubling ourselves over this
Oh,
a search using the Gwei. What's more,
yeah! Which means a Paimon wouldn't go.
we won't.
Good idea. We do. Let the show begin!
Forgive us. We were unable to fulfill our end of the.
What a disappointment.
Aw, poor Chi-Chi. Why does Paimon feel so guilty?
Cocoa goat milk is tasty. I'm sorry. Here.
Huh?
I owe you both.
Never mind, Zhongli. You.
Excuse me, everyone. Did you...
Oh. Sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the.
No.
Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty.
Someone learnt a valuable life lesson today, then.
Might I ask who?
Ah, how rude of me. I'm Baiju, boss of the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. Turns out it's some wacko who wears medicinal.
What a sorry state of affairs. This little mascot is even more.
Ah! The medicine. The snake is speaking.
I prefer to stay silent, but faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escapee from the medicine cabinet, for I am a living, breathing.
Don't mind Chung Sheng. She's a good girl, really. As for you...
Do you sell everlasting...
Everlasting insect?
Whew, at last.
3 million more. Top quality. Guaranteed.
You might as well just rob the Golden House.
3 million. An innocuous number in and of itself.
It's a crazy number. We'd never be...
This is correct.
What are we gonna do? Is this the part...
Cocoa goat! Cocoa goat! My sides hurt. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe...
Hey! Less laughter, more sympathy.
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best laugh I've had in a long time. In return... Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? Truly on. If Boo Boo Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say, coconut milk...
Strange.
Coconut milk. Baiju, quick. Chi-Chi wants coconut.
Ah, yes, of course, Chi-Chi. Anything you want.
That's like 0...
2,990,000. Also an innocuous... Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, Little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
That lot is an absolute riot. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I laughed so hard. So, you've been eavesdropping, I hope. What have I missed?
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the Qixing taking the Golden House.
Well. Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. What else would they be hiding in the gold? I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I?
the show begins!
Well, as it stands, we've hired...
Ooh, fine.
Well, traveler, have you... Odd? Which... The questions that... To treat you... Oh, tonight I shall take...
Hole in the wall, as it...
Indeed. Ah, you're here. There's no need to order. I've already done so. Third round knockout is not for lightweights. Like the... I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for...
If it is to your liking.
Hey, there's
Besides fine wine. But when I say...
As you all know, high above the land of... What does it mean? Imagine. Behold! They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it. These are but scraps of paper, merely grasping one...
Tianquan Ning? Liyue Lo... Huh.
At last I have found you. You who returned from...
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the Millilith, nor am I here to claim your bounty. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Qixing. My name is Well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate...
Ningguang sent you? We were literally just talking about her.
My apologies, you who have returned from Jiayun Karst. I am duty-bound and cannot extend my courtesy to you in full. But I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She extends a form. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said this. Invite him to come here. I wish to meet him. At the Jade Chamber, together we shall snip every one of these
called herself. But we've received an invitation from the Liyue Qixing. Paimon will be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count. We should be on our best manners.
An invitation to visit the Jade Chamber is a rare honor indeed. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting.
Don't worry, we won't forget. Dihua Marsh. We'll see you there.
This is a clear fire hazard right here.
Listen, let me tell you how it is.
A toast to our success. Made another handsome